Welcome to The Way I See It, where OP sells her father's house even though the widow still lives there. That's pretty cold. Yeah, that's cold.
Is she her time? Maybe she's like trying to stay there, you know?
I don't know. But all right, so today I'm reading from Am I the A-Hole? And this thread is posted by Throwaway Selling Up. And the title is, Am I the A-Hole for selling my father's house even though his widow lives there? I mean, I'm not sure the particulars yet, but man, that title sounds rough.
It's hard to get through. Let's see.
That title sounds rough. Okay. I'm a 33-year-old female. Father died recently. He had been married to his widow Penny for about 7 years before. I was not close with my father. We spoke regularly and enjoyed each other's company, but I can't say either of us knew each other well for many years before his death. When he died, I was surprised to learn that he had left his entire estate to me. He put everything in a trust a year before his death, and I'm the sole beneficiary. Besides a small sum that he left to Penny, the lawyer said he was advised not to leave her nothing in case she tried to contest it. Everything, including his house, is now mine.
Dang.
My father's lawyers and mine have advised that the will is structured such that it would be near impossible and very expensive to challenge. I don't want my father's money. I don't need it. And given our relationship, I don't feel right using it. However, he obviously wanted me to have it. So I intend to transfer everything over to my daughter, make her the beneficiary of the trust, and she will have that in addition to her own trust fund once she is of age.
Okay.
However, I do not want to keep my father's house. I do not live in the same country as my father, and I do not want to deal with the admin of his possessions. I want the legal business done, to close the book on a very painful chapter and grieve quietly. The trouble is, Penny lives in the house. Penny does not work and was financially dependent on my father. So while the lawyers say she could fight to stay living in the house, she likely can't afford legal counsel. Also, because of her lack of income, she would never be able to maintain the house, which is quite large. So I would then have to keep up the house and grounds while she lived there, which I'm not willing to do, both because of the cost and because of the continued involvement with my father's life, which I do not want. I've notified her via the lawyers of the intention to sell the house, which has led to vicious and vitriolic messages from her kids calling me evil and heartless. I understand this is inconvenient for them, but I'm not responsible for what my father decided to do, nor am I responsible for the people or the mess he left behind. I'm not doing this to get one over on Penny. I'm just trying to be done with a traumatic part of my life. Am I the a-hole?
Oh, no, she's just trying to grieve at this point, and she's trying to kind of get through that grief. She kind of seems a little cold, if you will, as it relates to her father, but she's kind of doing everything that she needs to do. I think she should probably take into account that Penny, still lives there. Be a little bit more empathetic. Be a little bit more understanding. Her kids certainly aren't. They're making it difficult for her. So, I think it's a little bit of both. I think she's kind of acting like the a-hole, but she also isn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, she's Scrooge McDuck. She sounds like Scrooge McDuck. She sounds like, or Ebenezer Scrooge, sorry. I don't want to say Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck is pretty cool. She sounds like Ebenezer Scrooge, but she's not wrong in that, hey, the father left it to her.
Listen, he was clear.
He was clear.
He had the lawyers hired and everything.
So, I mean, Penny might have been not, I don't want to cast any aspersions on Penny's character, but the man ain't leave her nothing. He left everything to the daughter that he wasn't even really that close to. So, so that says something there.
A testament.
That's saying something. But the truth is, Penny does live there. It is kind of messed up to sell the house that she's currently living in. Not saying that OP has to maintain the house because...
I was about to say, because she said estate, And I'm not paying for an estate in terms of the grounds care, and I got to pay the bills too. Listen, I think that she is right to
The
probably
bigger the house,
the more the upkeep,
the
right?
more the upkeep costs. So I'm not saying that she needs to foot that bill for Penny. I'm not saying that. So
perhaps sell the house and then put her up in a little condo or something like that.
Yeah, cut Penny in. Get Penny a little condo. And be done with it.
Penny. Come on, you know her for 7 years.
Well, I don't think she knows Penny, but I mean, Penny was living there. I think that's the right thing to do. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. See, here's the thing. I don't know. It's just really hard for me to call someone an a-hole when it's their money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who am I to tell you how to spend your money? But I will say that it does feel like the OP is taking advantage of the fact that Penny doesn't have money for a lawyer. And she's kind of trying to muscle Penny into doing whatever it is she wants to do because Penny has really no recourse.
For what's quick and convenient for her.
But again, that is kind of, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, tossing her out on the
you're kind of messed up. But again, it's her money, man. Like the dad left it to her. If the dad was so concerned with where Penny would live, the dad could have made some provisions for Penny.
You are right. I never thought about that.
But he made no provision. And it sounds like Penny has children because the children are calling the OP evil and heartless.
Yeah, they need to back up.
So her kids need to step in and help out their mom and take in their mom, apparently. I guess that's what the dad was looking at.
And not only that, if they want a different outcome for their mom, I don't think antagonizing the OP is the right move here.
Yeah. How you calling me heartless? I got the money.
I will not part with a single coin.
Maybe she was going to break Penny off. Maybe she was thinking about it. And then them kids called, started talking crap. And now I was like, you know what? Get your mom. I ain't giving her nothing.
She good. What I mean? She got a little something from my dad anyway, so she good.
Yeah, she needs to, they need to put her, if it was me, if I was the OP, I would probably sell off the house and put Penny in a little condo and be done with it.
And be done.
You know what I mean?
You got a little money. Now you can take care of yourself if need be. I'm so sorry.
I would tell her kids, hey, look. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. I would tell her kids, yo, look, I'm selling the joint. I'm giving X amount to the cost of a condo. Your mom can do with that what she wants. My conscience is now cleared. And go on about your business. That would be what I do. But tell me what y'all think in the comments. What would you do? Would you take care of Penny? Would you keep the house and keep up the upkeep? Just take care of Penny? What would you do? But anyway, man, if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. We drop these videos daily. So, come vibe with us, man. Stop playing with me.